by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Mike 55.
Hey, let's go.
On first down, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nate Orchard in there to bury him for a loss of 11. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
It's going to be a long day. And we're going 37.
24 down, he's coming.
Watson now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Now that's the way to open up a game on defense. Back-to-back sacks. We know that someone's come to play today.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
To throw is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Go, get out there.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Done.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
47.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, we got 3.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Check 15.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. This is Scarborough. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the
Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
We got 4. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time.
First down and goal to go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
He's coming. We got double up. Put it down.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Gun.
Elliott. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On second down, it's Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. And oh no, they spike it here. That was fourth down. So they spike it on fourth down and they will lose the football. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Come on now, let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 38, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And he stopped immediately there. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On second down, Elliott. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From just shy of midfield, Watson. A dump off for Abdullah. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. From the red zone now, Watson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Watch it. Safety's creeping. 49, check 49, check 49. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Hey, kill! 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Tight dog. Kill.
Watch the ship.
47.
Watch the ship.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
You gonna see me? Kill. 47.
Show it up. Hey, what? Sweat. Turn up. Kill.
Gun. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, second and 6. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Pollard going to try the right side, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the back, watch the back. 20, we're going to 54, right here.
Here's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He completes it to Tate. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Operating from the gun, Watson, catch made by Slayton. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
24! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Cut, cut, cut. Alert. 66. 61. Down and go.
On 1st down, it's Watson being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
59!
And we're going 37's the Mike. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And Tate's got it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Nate Orchard in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Back to throw. He completes it to Abdullah. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Check 43!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Mike 37. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
54!
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Hey, kill! 47!
Prescott to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill.
Now Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right down Broadway. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. One last throw here for Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So